I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After slightly cooler than normal highs in the mid to upper 30s this afternoon, hit and miss snow with accumulations less than an inch continue through tomorrow. Main snow event is late tomorrow through Wednesday afternoon as low pressure moves across the southern plains. Highest accumulations of 5 to 9 inches of fluffy snow, likely from far southern Nebraska to just south of I-70 in Kansas. 2 to 5 inches currently predicted farther north in Nebraska, and for far southern Kansas, you can see those snowfall forecast maps on our KRVM Facebook page, along with the latest on a winter storm watch. A limiting factor for snow accumulations in Nebraska could be drier air from high pressure over South Dakota. Additional snow is possible with another storm late Friday into Saturday. An Arctic cold front drops their highs into the teens for tomorrow and Wednesday. Coldest morning is Thursday when lows drop just below zero and wind chills approach 20 below. Highs rebound to the 30s on Friday before dropping to the upper teens to the mid-20s over the weekend. The cold and increased precipitation lasts for the next 7 days before starting to drop off by the mid to late part of next week. It stays colder than normal for temperatures in Nebraska and Kansas this weekend through February 23rd, especially over the weekend and through early next week. Above normal precipitation is indicated this weekend through early next week for Nebraska and Kansas before a trend of near normal to slightly above normal precipitation the middle of next week through February 23rd. Key weather factors impacting the markets include 3 storms moving through the U.S., typical wet season rain in central Brazil, and chances for more rain across Argentina. A storm emerging from the desert southwest interacts with cold air across the northern U.S., leading to heavy precipitation, locally 2 to 4 inches or more the next several days from the southeastern plains into the mid-Atlantic. Significant snow is expected through tomorrow from the central Appalachians into the mid-Atlantic. A second storm immediately trails with a stripe of midweek snow from the central plains into the lower Great Lakes and northern New England. The second half of the week, the most impressive storm of the winter, overspreads southern California and the southwest, with major impacts extending as far north as the Great Basin and Sierra Nevada, eventually moving across the plains. Storms this weekend and another in the middle of next week should favor the Delta to the northeast with the heaviest of the precipitation. Cold air lingers in the plains and upper Midwest, while the south and southeast see up and down temperatures. In central Brazil, wet season rain continues to become more widespread this week. The central Brazil rains won't be as heavy as earlier, allowing progress on soybean harvest and second crop corn planting, which is needed since second crop corn planting continues to be well behind the normal pace and needs to be wrapped up in the next 2 weeks. Argentina was hot over the weekend with only a few spotty showers over the south. Scattered rain is expected in Argentina tonight through Thursday, some of it heavy, but not widespread and likely favoring the northeast. Argentina rain chances improve by Friday through Saturday and early next week. There is already corn and soybean crop damage in Argentina, and the upcoming rains are likely at best to only stabilize the crop conditions. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.